What's up, everyone? One more day here with another episode of the show Rectifier. Today we are talking about why I stopped to buy guitar heads as amplifiers, tube amps, and keep buying guitar pedals. Before we go any further, let me remind you, if you're from Brazil, there is a link for the same episode in Portuguese, okay? Because I'm from Brazil, but I live here in the United States, so I start this new channel in English because I think it makes sense. So, after trying to match bass, middle, gain, everything on the heads, like different heads, because I think I have a nice collection of tube amps here, high gain tube amps, my dual rectifier, my Engl Fireball, the Bulgara amp, Randall, MesaBoogies, 5150s, everything, as you can see on the image. After trying to match the gain of each one, the bass, middle, everything, I realized those amps sound kind of not the same, but they are pretty similar. Don't get me wrong, they are different. Because of that, I have those amps. The differences are there, but it's kind of subtle. It's not deep differences. In another hand, some high gain distortion pedals, even when you try to match the gain, the low end, the brightness, everything, they remain very different each other. And I think this is awesome. You know, I've been playing guitar, producing bands, and be a guitar tech from some artists, even in Brazil. After almost 40 years working with amplifiers, pedals, and guitar, you start to figure out how those things really work. At the end of the day, the big difference between tone is going to be on the speakers. When you change the cabinet, the speaker, the microphone, you're going to have a very big difference between that kind of tone. When I say that, I try to say the speakers and the cabinets, the size of the cabinets, the wood of the cabinet. Okay, but this is very curious, and I think most of the people don't talking about that because they want to believe and they want to have, like me back in the day, to have the more amps possible. Again, don't get me wrong, if I need to choose between the results of the high gain pedal and a tube amplifier, I'm always going to stay with the amplifier because they sound beautiful, because the tubes and everything. But in the same hand, this is the problem. It's not a problem. Because amplifier builders, they need to follow some rules. And those rules are not the same in the world of solid state pedals. And the amplifiers, when you need to building gain stage, you're always going to need the 12AX7 tubes. And in another hand, on the pedals, you're going to have silicon transistors, germanium, lead, ICs, and you name it. As I said, in the realm of tube amplifiers, they always going to need the 12AX7 tubes to create distortion and gain. And a few years ago, I realized that my high gain amps, don't get me wrong, after try to match, as I said, the gain, treble, low end, everything, they sound pretty close each other. I have a very trash riff inside my computer. I'm going to reamp that riff with 4 different heads passing through the same cabinet and 4 high gain pedals through the clean channel of my dual rectifier there. The clean channel of dual rectifier is going to feed the same cabinet. My 4x12 with vintage 30s oversized MesaBoogie. Instead, use the real deal. I'm going to use this impulse response here that I made from this cabinet because I think it's easier to set up everything here. Otherwise, it's going to be too loud. I'm going to use my Solar Tony Veterli. That's the right name? I think so. Yeah. Coroner signature with the Fishman influences just to have a very tight sound, and the guitar goes inside the amplifiers. And for the purpose of this video, I chose a very nice pedals. It's going to be my Mind Abuse from Rock Fabric. the flash rod from the amazing company called These Have Earth Effects. I love this pedal. And the Oh My God from Klirtton Effects. And last but definitely not least, the amazing Revv G3 from Revv Amplification. Let's see what happens, and let's see if I am right or I am wrong. So, as you're able to hear, those amplifiers sounds pretty close. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. I love pedals, man, because pedals, they are very different to each other. They have different voices, and this is awesome. And every time that I buy a new high gain pedal, I have tons of fun and spend lots of time comparing the pedals, and I realize that the pedals have different voices, even when you try to match them. And I think it's a very good way to design and build your own sound. And if you have a very nice tube head, or even a combo, you're going to have a clean channel of a very nice tube amplifier, and you can put your high gain pedal inside this channel. So let me know on the comment section what you guys think about that. I think I'm right. Just kidding. Or not. I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up. Check my things on the description field below, my Bandcamp or my music on the digital platforms here. And I think that's it. Again, don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up. See you next time.